Welcome to the Arsenic Theory channel.
Welcome.
Don't feel bad, Homer. 9 out of 10 religions fail in their first year.
Let's game, Hendrix. God, I gotta ask you something. What's the meaning of life?
Homer, I can't tell you that.
Come on.
You'll find out when you die.
I can't wait that long.
You can't wait 6 months?
No, tell me now.
Well, okay. The meaning of life is...
A small story, right? This guy goes to Himalayas, and this is not my story. Sadhguru, if you follow him on YouTube, he mentioned the story in one of his discourse, and I'll repeat it for you. He goes to this Himalaya, and this monk is praying, meditating, right? And then he goes and bows down to the monk and waits for the monk to open his eyes and welcome him. So the monk finally opens his eyes and sees him there, sitting there, and he stands up and bows again or whatever. And then the monk says, "Hi, how are you?" He says, I'm okay, but I'm very tired." And he says, "Okay, what makes you tired?" He said, I came all the way up here, climbed this mountain. I've been waiting for hours and hours for you, and it's hot and it's humid, and I'm just wiped out tired, and finally I get to talk to you, but I'm so hungry and tired that I don't even know what to do. He said, okay, all right. He said, what brings you here? Why did you come here? Why did you climb all the way up? He said, I want to know the meaning of life. So the monk goes, okay, you know what, because you're tired, I will say it quickly, so then you can go eat, and then we can talk later. He shuts his eyes and thinks for a second. He says, life is like smell of jasmine flower going through light rain in a beautiful garden. He says, okay. He said, but that's not what the guy said to me on the way up. I met a couple of people and they said life is like a thorn. You got to pluck it out and throw it away. So what do you say to that? So he looked for a second. He said, that's their life. What you make out of it? It's what you make out of it. If you think it's that, that's what it becomes. No, you think it's that's what it becomes. Negative thought will come to you. It comes to all of us because we are creatures of survival. We have to think about what might go wrong to avoid it. But we go too far into that, and tend to think of it as the reality. So,
If there are many stories also in Russian folklore where these kind of questions are raised by authors, philosophers of Russia, and one of the things that can be probably deduced and summarized, very quickly about what the meaning of life is. If you walk up to any so-called simple folk, the simple folk of Russia, right? The peasants, the workers.
Right.
Now obviously the situation changed a little bit, but it's still the same people. The descendants of those workers, of those peasants that plowed the field and worked in the factories. And if you ask them, what is the meaning of life? What will happen is they will scratch their head like this and they will say, to live. To live. Some of them will say, I don't know, but to live. So the meaning of life is to live. The life is to live. That's the purpose of life, living.
Not analyze too much.
They are not
analyzing at all.
They're not analyze at all. Just leave it. Just leaving it. Just experiencing it.
I like that.